be made out in the losers bracket. Icalis has a good run and to go for if they choose to play at a good momentum right now. JFid will be moving on, and we will be getting ready for the next match. I believe it's Kurshaun versus Warnerds. I don't know why Warnerds sounds like an MDVA player.
Warnerd?
Warnerd?
Kurshaun is an MDVA player, actually. Kurshaun is a Pac-Man player extraordinaire. This man has been putting in quite a bit of work as of late. It's kind of like rising in the level of like threatening for PR at this point. Kurshaun's had a lot of good setups too. Like this is a smart Pac-Man, as they all are. I think in MDVA we've always had one. There's always been one Pac-Man player that shows up intermittently and then just makes people look like fools and then disappears into the mists. That used to be Mog, who was absolutely out of his mind. Like that dude's Pac-Man was busted. But not quite for Kurshaun, not quite at Mog's level, but is trying to grab that throne. Like Mog was, I think, the only Pac-Man that we've had in a while that's been PR'd. But Kurshaun now definitely up and comer. Can't wait to see. Warnerds, I believe, is an invader.
Well, one thing's for sure. With a character like Pac-Man, invader or not, you're going to be having a hard time with that one. It's going to be a battle of, you know, patience and mental fortitude. Can you keep up with what Pac-Man is trying to put down?
Oh, yeah. This is a character that can wear you down patience-wise, but, I mean, if you want to throw hands, he's got them. Like, this is one of the characters where, like, good God, who thought to give his zoner this good frame data? It's insane what this character can do. And his back air is phenomenal. His down air kills for no reason, and then neutral air, forward air, and up air are very, very solid. Neutral air being both a combo breaker and almost safe on shield. It is comical what this character can do, how it can change tempo from being one of the hardest campers in the game to suddenly exploding and carrying you across stage with a combo.
Yeah. One thing that Pac-Man's known for is having really good camping game and still having really good brawl frame data. You know,
okay, hold on for 1 second here. This man really getting out there with the tag Chris Pratt? No, Chris Pratt is not my Mario. I hate that casting.
I'm still trying to understand what is the hatred towards it. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but also I don't see anything wrong with it. Just let it be. I mean, we have Keegan as Toad.
That is going to be phenomenal, but Chris Pratt is an Italian plumber? No, don't buy it.
Well, fair enough. You know what? Gonna rock out the Chris Pratt tag. Whether it's as a meme, whether it's as, you know, a really big Chris Pratt fan, who knows? But we are here starting off this game one in FD.
He's even got the Mario music playing in the background.
You know, I don't even think that was intentional. That's the funny part. I don't think he intended for that to happen.
Ominous omens.
Oh boy. Well, this is the world we live in, folks. You know, we have Greninja, we have Pac-Man, but at the end of the day, you have a Chris Pratt tag with the Mario music playing. This is our future.
Kurshaun already doing a really good job of just playing from the corner. Like, that's the problem with Pac-Man, is that a lot of times they will just go to the corner, get cornered, and just get hard punished for it. But Kurshaun is making his time worth it. He's getting his fruit, he's getting charged, and he's not really getting ledge trapped or punished too hard from Warnerds. A couple good conversions right there, though. Yep. Solid bit of damage, and this is how does he actually get back? Relies on the armor. Can he get center stage?
Yeah, I was a bit skeptical of the FD stage pick for a character like Pac-Man, who, you know, just thrives and, you know, as having as much space as possible and not even having the platforms to probably just avoid him from getting all the setups he wants. But then I looked at the character Greninja and I said, you know what? This is a good stage pick for both these characters. Greninja likes to stay grounded, likes to catch you with those down tilts and or dash attacks just so they could get the punish, as that Fire Hydrant's going to come in clutch, though, and take the first stock.
That is really unfortunate. It looked like Warnerds maybe dropped shield trying to parry it. Either that or he got poked in like the worst way possible with almost a full shield. Does get the tech, though, so Kurshaun not going to get that free jab lock that he likes to go for. Trying to set up the Galaga, and look at that water control. He does that really well, when the water from the hydrant can blow items back into so that can allow for combos that you typically do not get in those situations.
Yeah. Kurshaun just looking really dominant to start off. Already tacked on 42% of extra credit to work with. But you know what? In an off-stage situation, once again, I know Pac-Man is not... Oh, beautiful tech right there. I know Pac-Man is not in the worst situation when he is off-stage. But you know, we have been seeing Kurshaun end up in off-stage more often than he should be. And luckily for him, though, Warnerds has not been able to capitalize on it.
Does disrupt the hydrant, and it lingers there, and it felt like Kurshaun just ever so slightly hit forward, like, that's my hydrant, right? No.
Oh, it doesn't even matter as the bell rings and it does take the stock from Greninja, and we are in a 2-1 situation where both players may be sitting at 0%, but 21% off that Galaga combo is going to do enough for Kurshaun.
All right, trying to go ahead and set up that hydrant as center stage to control space with that water. And just look at that. Warnerds jumps in, recognizes that the water's going to mess up his landing, and then has to jump out. Like those passive stage things that Kurshaun is doing, it seizes so much space and puts a ton of pressure on Warnerds. I
like the trap right there where he used the dare to both hit the player and hit the hydrant, and almost putting Warnerds in a bad situation. But at 94%, the bell once again coming into play. Trying to play
it's so terrifying.
The mind games are coming into play, and it's definitely being displayed as Warnerds is struggling to even touch Kurshaun as he gets the bell into back air, but barely gonna live it out.
And look at the damage, 21 to 137. These guys were even at 0 to start the stock. Kurshaun is just putting up a wall, and Warnerds seems to have no response right now. He's just going from ledge to ledge.
And I like the option right there, utilizing the orange and to hitting it into the water. Not gonna get anything out of it, but the call out was there. You see the trap and mind games being displayed from Kurshaun, and he is just waiting for his opportune time to finally get that hit to seal this game 1.
Getting the full stage set up there is Kurshaun. He fires I think he was trying to lodge the apple into the hydrant so the water like pushes it across stage. Now he's just going for cool stuff. He's like, all right, I got a lead. Time to get that Twitch clip.
Yeah, and definitely at 188%, you could be seeing the stock being taken fairly early. Gonna go for the grab. Could have definitely gotten a better punish from it. But Warner's gonna have to work with what he has as he sits at 132%. Kurshaun living it out for a pretty long time and not allowing himself to be put in a bad situation. Up throw once again, not gonna seal the stock.
Yeah, okay, the slowest flip through possible. Just hovering ever so slowly across the stage as Warnerds, he got the punish, just not one that was hard enough to claim the stock and keep it even. So going into game 2, Gabe, what do you think we need to see? What change-up do you think we need from Warnerds here?
We need to see a little bit more aggression. You were just giving too much space to Pac-Man to just get those hydrant setups, to just set up with their fruits, whether it was the bell, whether it was the key, the melons, the apples, all those fruits and more were being displayed. Kurshaun just got to play his game. And even then, like I mentioned before, Kurshaun was off stage a lot towards the beginning half of that game 1. And Warner's not doing anything to attack, not doing anything to just take advantage with the aerial speed and just the ground speed of Greninja. You want to use that to your advantage against a character like Pac-Man.
Trying to go ahead and get a down tilt there is Warnerds. Greninja misses the tech, so a harder punish. But the second one he does get, he does roll in. That's kind of like the standard Pac-Man combo is that miss tech 1 into forward air into immediate dash attack, trying to hope that they either miss the tech or roll away. Good option coverage, but right now we're seeing some solid item play, but I'd like to kind of see a few more of the neutral Bs here from Warnerds, because you can kind of disrupt Pac-Man's charging just by tossing him out, getting a couple free %. If he wants his fruit, he should have to pay for it.
Yeah, definitely. But you see, once again, Kurshaun just keeping that same momentum riding in their favor. But as I say that, a nice little dash attack into double up air right there, gonna put in some damage, gonna almost even it out. As I say that, Kurshaun once again in an offstage situation, and Warnerds opting to go offstage, challenging the side B, but not going to get anything out of it. Bell once again coming in clutch, going to get the stunner into the up smash and seal the stock once again. Kurshaun looking to run away with this game and utilizing the Galaxian right there to break the hydrant and put Warnerds in a shield situation. Not going to get anything of it though.
Down air onto the top of the hydrant kind of allows Warnerds to bounce away and get a little bit of safe space. Can't get the down conversion right there with the forward air to claim that stock, but instead he's doing a much better job right now of just being elusive, of picking his spots. The problem really is that like the margin of error for Warnerds is just so small compared to Kurshaun. Because like Kurshaun's fighting from like full stage. If he messes up an attack or if he messes up one of his projectiles, he just charges again.
Yeah, definitely.
But that actually killed. It felt like Kurshaun might have been holding down.
I've never seen that move kill at that %, but you know what? We take what we can, and Warnerds opting to just, you know, play a little bit more laid back. He wants to find those openings. He doesn't want to force something too too harsh on himself, you know, put him in a bad situation. But those bells have been coming out left and right from Kurshaun, being a lot more aggressive with him.
Tried the drag down, it looked like those Warnerds right there, not quite connecting. Kurshaun forced to edge, but he can just use that recovery. Great pivot grab, missed tech into a reset too. This is good damage. It just feels like he's doing those drag downs and he just doesn't react to them quick enough. Kurshaun slipped out of it twice.
Yeah, Kurshaun just barely getting away with all of these moves as the key comes out, and the punish right there, catching him landing with the forward smash. Gonna seal the stock, and Kurshaun once again in a good predicament where he can take the game, barely living it from that forward smash. Definitely was a situation where he should have lived, but at the angle he was going, it looked like that was a very questionable DI, but still gonna barely live it out. Galaxian gonna come into play once again, and the damage has been tacked on. 60% of extra credit to work with. Kurshaun slightly starting to run away with this game too.
Right now, just trying for that back air. It looked like Warnerds was really just fiending for Kurshaun to jump unsafely so that he could get an aggressive option to force him off stage. Goes for the up throw. Can't connect that back air there. Kurshaun again lands with these aerials and missed tech into the fruit. This is going to get him an head trap, maybe even the kill with a down air, but falls out. Look at that setup. He falls off of the hydrant with an aggressive back air to take a 2 stock in game 2. Kurshaun advances on the winner's side of bracket.
Yeah, good stuff to both these players nonetheless. You know, they played it very well, but the trap game, the mind games that were displayed on Kurshaun's end, yeah, that's how you play